I'm going to read a Reddit story today about someone who gets a spanking from their principal because they are late to school too many times. This is a true story from a user. So this happened when I was in 6th grade. Back then, I lived with my dad, my mom, and my little sister. My parents got divorced when I was 2, and my dad married one of his coworkers, which made me closer to my mom. We would always fight about stupid things like what time I should come home from my friend's house or how long I could play my video games for. She would always say that I was a loser, and that's why I did all these bad things. So every morning I would get ready for school, grab some breakfast, and run out the door so I wouldn't be late. Well, one day I woke up late and ran downstairs. Mom wasn't there, but Dad was. He told me to hurry up, so I grabbed some cereal and ran out the door. When I got to school, Mr. Williams, the principal, stopped me by my locker. He told me that I was late for 7 days straight, and if I was late again, I was going to get suspended. I said sorry and went to class. This kept going on and on and on. And then, one day, Mr. Williams called me into his office while my parents were at work. I was terrified. What had I done? Was I suspended? Was I expelled? Was I going to jail? I opened the door, and he was sitting in his chair with his legs crossed. I sat down on the chair in front of him, and he started talking. He told me that I was late for school way too many times, and I had to learn some responsibility. I tried to explain that it wasn't my fault, but he cut me off and said that I didn't have to tell him my problems, but that I needed to find a solution. He then proceeded to give me 3 options. 1. I could stay after school for 3 weeks from 3:30 to 5:30. 2. I could get suspended for 1 day. Or 3. I could take a spanking. Now, I've never been suspended, so I wasn't sure how that would go, and staying after school for 3 weeks straight just didn't appeal to me. So I took the last option. He stood up, walked behind me, and started spanking me. It was the most painful thing ever. He hit me harder and harder as I cried. And I don't think he used the belt because he probably would have broken my skin. But those buckle marks stayed on my butt for a week. After he was done, I ran out of his office and threw up in the bathroom. After school, my mom picked me up and asked why I was so sad. I told her that Mr. Williams gave me a spanking and she got really mad. She told me that I should have told her and not him, and then she started yelling at Mr. Williams over the phone. I heard her say something along the lines of, "What right do you have to hit my son? You're lucky he didn't tell me you touched him inappropriately." I was so confused. Did she really think that he did that? No. Was she overreacting? Yes. Mr. Williams apologized and said that he was sorry that I had to go through that. And then my mom drove me home. Dad and his wife weren't there yet, so I went to my room and cried myself to sleep. In the morning, my mom told me that she talked to my dad, and they agreed that I shouldn't go to that school anymore. She then drove me to another school, and I was so happy. Yeah, rightfully so. What a horrible principal. Glad you got away from him, OP. Remind me to never become a parent ever again. I don't know what kind of monster you have to be to support your kid getting a spanking at school. If any teacher or staff member lays a hand on my kids without my consent, I will find them and make their life hell. I won't even think twice about taking a whole damn school district to court if I have to. Glad you got out of that situation okay. Yeah, thank you. That is the end of the story. And if you like this content, check out my page where I publish these stories. Also, hit that subscribe button, because I put out new videos every single day.